Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas
and Pinkevičienė.
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as Total Organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Ausra.
Let's start episode 559 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Arthur, and he writes, Hello Vidas, I re-signed up for Total Organist in August and was just trying to download some music that you have composed tonight. And for some reason I can't download it without paying extra for the music. Is this the case for Total Organist members? Are the compositions of yours and music which has had fingering applied to it something that we have to pay extra for? Looking forward to hearing from you, Arthur. And I wrote to him, Thanks, Arthur. Up until now my compositions were not available for Total Organist community. If you think they might be interesting to people, I can add them to the list. Please let me know. And Arthur continued, Hi Vidas, I didn't realize that they weren't part of the Total Organist package, as it were. I listen to and watch your YouTube improvisations as a way of studying what you do with harmony and have gained very much from doing this. I recently heard a recording of one of your works that was put on contrabombardi.com, which is a site where organists from all over the world post music which they have recorded on a Hauptwerk virtual organ. This particular piece of yours was posted there by Carson Kuman. I really enjoyed the piece and wanted to study the score to analyze it and learn about some of your composition techniques from this process of analyzation. The particular piece of music was Meditation in D, Opus 35. For me, it is one thing to learn by listening, but there are some things that I learn more easily from looking at the music. On the other hand, I understand the need and desire of a composer to make an income from their music, so I'm not asking you to do something that isn't part of what you already set up. Sincerely, Arthur. And I wrote, Thanks, Arthur. I hope you will enjoy playing this piece. And I sent him the score of my Meditation in D, Opus 35. To which he replied, Thank you very much, Vidas. I really appreciate it and know that it will be a piece that I'll play for our church here in Pleasant Hill, California, more than one time. So many people here will enjoy it as well. Warm regards, Arthur. So, Ausra, what do you think? Should my music be available to Total Organist subscribers?
I guess because you are an author, it's for you to decide.
What would you do if it was your music?
Well, good question. I would have to consider it very seriously.
What points would you have to consider? What would the consideration imply? I mean, what are some pros and cons?
Well, I probably would include them to the Total Organist. To this package.
Expand the value of the entire program.
Yes, and in that way you also will become more popular as a composer, I think.
You know, you're right in some part, of course. The reason I haven't included in the past is that I didn't know there was a need. Nobody really from Total Organist community inquired about that. That's one point, and another point is that with Total Organist we teach people how to play the organ, right? And the needs for this group is different than the needs of organists who are looking for new music that I create. But sometimes they overlap, like in Arthur's case.
Yes, I think this kind of piece is, well suited for church music, and it's not that hard to learn, so it might be beneficial for church musicians.
On the other hand, yes, I played most of my pieces in liturgical settings, and they worked in my church, so there is no reason they shouldn't work in other churches, right? Except sometimes they are too difficult, sometimes maybe are the requirements of the organ could be too great from what they have. If they have one manual and it's a 3 manual piece, let's say. But I think in my catalog there are a variety of pieces they could choose from, and really playable on 1 or 2 manual organs as well, and 3 manual also. It's really a good point that Arthur is asking, correct?
So how many opuses now you have?
I think let me check
You have lost the number?
Yeah, let's see. I have my catalog up in our Secrets of Organ Playing store, and there are collections of various scores and training programs. And one collection towards the end of the page is Vidas compositions. So that's where I put all my music in. And let me sort these scores by date from new to old. And the newest is Echo from organ ABC. Before that, Dulcian from organ ABC, Contraburdan from organ ABC, and Bellows from organ ABC. And before that was The Advent of Our God, Opus 70. So I guess Opus 70 is the latest one, complete opus, because what I'm doing with organ ABC is I'm releasing separate parts so that people could play, beginners basically could play with fingering and pedaling written in those simple one-page pieces. But later, when it's done, I will compile them into one collection of all 26 pieces that are like part of the Latin alphabet. But that will be later. An opus number will be assigned probably at a later date. So I guess Opus 70 for now is the last one, and right now I am transcribing my organ improvisation based on the Silent Night Christmas Carol from 2016, I believe. It was improvised during the recital, Christmas recital, I think, on Christmas carols. And just recently, our friend and student John Higgins from Australia sent me an email asking if I would consider transcribing this piece, and I thought it would be a nice composition to have, right? Because it worked for me as an improvisation. It's a beautiful tune, and people could play it for next Christmas. So I'm working on that, and basically doing taking audio dictation from my audio recording and notating what I hear on Sibelius notation software. It's a slow process, therefore I need to repeatedly listen a small fragment over and over.
I guess it's much easier for you to improvise when to transcribe your improvisation.
Definitely. I have this fantasy that that somehow this technology development would advance so much that I could upload an MP3 or another sort of audio file, and the automatically the nice score would appear, after improvisation. That would be brilliant.
I don't think it will happen, in the nearest future.
If I played, like a piano, keyboard instrument with no acoustics, no sound distortion, that would be much simpler. But with organ and registration, different registrations, what the software hears is multiple octaves and overtones. It's simply, for now, too difficult to process sound. But I think it could get there, right? It would be magic, right? You play in the church, you record, and then go back at home, upload the file, and in a few minutes you have a score. And next day, you can improvise something new and release the score an hour later. Wouldn't it be great?
Yes, but I'm a bit afraid of that because we would be overloaded with your improvisations. Yes.
Not only mine, perhaps. I always wondered why so few great French improvisers notate their improvisations, right? In Paris, there are quite a few people improvising, but very few of them are real composers, right? I suspect that's because it's easier for them to play than to write. But if the process was facilitated, imagine how this would benefit the organ world in creative ways, right?
Yes. Who would learn all that music?
People like Arthur, who would rather play somebody's music than to learn to improvise, you see. I always am amazed when people play my music, especially at Undamare studio, for example. Last time, somebody wanted to play my music, and I said, why don't you learn to improvise too? And take my composition only as a starting point, maybe as a model, but grow from there.
Well, I don't have that. I don't think that people in Undamare studio have that ability to improvise yet.
Ability.
That's my opinion.
Ability to improvise have everyone, but just on the level, what kind of level, right? And I don't think they have the desire to improvise yet. That's the most important thing. Some of them do, like Marek, right? But Marek has to learn to play from the score too. Without the scores, it's pointless. Okay.
I have nothing to add to this.
Okay, guys. I guess we will end this conversation with the question for all of you. If you think that it would be helpful for Total Organist community to have an access to my organ compositions at no additional cost, please let us know. And if there is enough demand, we can really start uploading those scores into the Total Organist training material file. That would be easy, right?
Yes.
And for now, I have just uploaded the score to one person who asked, basically Arthur. Okay, guys, this was Vidas.
And Usha.
Please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, the sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your SS courses and all your help.
Robert writes, I found the fingerings, registration ideas, and general comments to be excellent.
John writes, I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you were teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right, as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor.
Robert writes, it has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching.
Ron writes, Hi Vidas and Osha, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Osha and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward.
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Osha from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.